It's the most dangerous place to work in Missouri. Tonight there's hope, though, for hundreds of employees.
We're talking about the Fulton State Hospital. You're about to see a Target 8 investigation into what it's like to work there, and the investigation has produced results even before we air it. KOMUH's Jennifer Meckles has been working on this report for the past 4 months. Jennifer, what'd you find?
Well, Jim, I found workers who are passionate about helping patients, but fearful for their own safety and of losing their jobs if they did too much to protect themselves. If you work in this building, this fence won't protect you.
They go to hit you, they hit you fast. And there's no time to react.
These pictures tell the story.
I've had hair pulls, I've been punched, I've been kicked, I've been scratched. The only thing I haven't been yet is bit. And that was close.
Welcome to the Fulton State Hospital, the most dangerous place to work in Missouri, according to state records. This campus houses the most severely psychiatrically impaired individuals in the state, and it's somebody's job to take care of them.
It's rarely a day that we don't have an incident.
These incidents happen when clients decide to get violent and take it out on workers. Carol Butcher has worked in the maximum security Biggs unit for 19 years and has seen her fair share of attacks.
I've been hit a few times, and there's, you don't even see it coming.
The hands off the head.
Staff members expect a certain level of danger at this job, but lately they say it's gotten out of control. Just look at the recent increase of workers' compensation claims coming out of Fulton State Hospital. In 2005, the Department of Mental Health reported 380 cases. In 2009, the number nearly doubled to 655. That's almost 2 cases per day. And as far as the cost to Missouri, in 2005, the state spent $800,000 on these claims. But this year, the projected bill totals $4 million. Shannon Swoboda works in Gulman, the intermediate security building. She says new client safety policies the past few years have kept staff members from defending themselves during an attack.
Somebody who's worked there for a while and they were used to being able to do that, you have to think. It's like, oh, wait a minute, I can't do that. Okay, I need to go do that. And that takes time.
Pausing to think only takes a second, but that's long enough to get smacked. And defending yourself the wrong way could have cost you more than just a black eye. It could have cost you your job.
You don't know how you're going to react until you're actually in that kind of a situation.
So workers were torn between defending themselves and keeping their jobs.
That doesn't mean we can beat them up. It's just, we just want to be able to do what we have to do to protect ourselves to get out of the situation.
One of the things I know we need is a new facility for people to work in.
Marty Martin is in charge of the hospital campus. She allowed us to shoot video for only the second time in the building's history. To see conditions Martin says make it a risky environment. We saw cramped spaces,
20 to 25 people in this area.
Blind corners.
Your line of sight is basically what is right in front of you, which is a very narrow piece of this.
And rooms that are, according to Martin, less than therapeutic.
Can you imagine getting better here?
Martin also addressed the policies about worker self-defense.
If certain things were found, then there were only certain choices that we have.
Employees, frustrated with their narrow list of options, reached out to their state representative.
The employees are asking for help. They felt like that they weren't getting heard and the injury rates were escalating.
Riddle started poking around, talking to hospital administration and the mental health department.
We must attend to it. No one should have to go to work and weigh, do I go to the emergency room? Do I lose my job? Which one do I pick today?
Fed up, she filed a bill this session to challenge current hospital policies and allow workers to defend themselves.
Self-defense is a right that we have, everybody has. But in this particular environment, if you defend yourself or have any type of aggressive move, you lose your job.
But the state mental health department said Riddle's bill wasn't the solution.
This is not the general population. These are people with serious mental illness who are there because they cannot control their behavior in many situations.
Stringer says instead of using force on patients, the best injury prevention comes from staff training. But staffers say training only goes so far, and they were looking for more protection from the rules they had to follow. And just last week, they got it. Mark Stringer changed the policies so workers now have job protection if they act in self-defense. Whether it was the threat of Riddle's bill or our Target 8 investigation, the mental health department decided to change its no defense policy. So Riddle got what she originally wanted in her bill, and in turn, she killed it. The change is a welcome one for Butcher and Swoboda. They say the passion for their job has been worth the pain.
When I have seen that guys that I have worked with, especially guys that I've worked with in Biggs, gone down into Gulman, and then have gone on to either St. Louis, Kansas City, St. Joe, they've moved on. And they haven't come back, which means we did our job.
After years of choosing between economic and physical survival, these workers are happy they finally got someone to listen.
I'd rather go to work, I'd rather be safe, and I feel that I have a duty to do to the clients that I have.
Now, even though Riddle killed her bill last week, she says she will follow up and make sure it works. Now, Jim and Angie, I'm hearing that people are optimistic that the new policies will work, but we'll just have to see how the next few months go.
Most dangerous job in Missouri right here in our viewing area. Nice job, Jennifer.